Hi everybody, this is Oleg. Welcome to Oregon Preparedness. In this video, I'd like to talk to you about vacations. But not any kind of vacations. I want to talk about crap hitting the fan and you are on vacation. That kind of scenario. I like vacations, I think most people do. And, most people try to take as many as possible. I know I do. I haven't lately, but vacation is definitely on my priority list to take, whenever possible. Small vacations, big vacation, anything, and everything in between. So, I was thinking this. If you're traveling by car, if you're having vacation, and you're getting to place from point A to point B in your car, or if you're doing the same thing on an airplane, that's a big difference. Let's talk about car first. So if you're traveling by the car, in my opinion, it's safer. They say statistically safer to travel by airplane, but right now we're talking about crap hitting the fence scenario, so I think traveling by car, number one, is safer. From what perspective? It is safer from perspective that you do have more supplies in yourself, on your hand. Without even thinking about it too much, all of us should have some supply of food in your car if you are on vacation. It goes without saying, you should have a case of water, you should have some trail mix, you should have some beef jerky, some tuna fish in those packages, the ones you just open and there's the tuna, Some basic food, in my opinion, you should have at least a couple of days worth of food, 3 or 4 even better. Because you may go to your vacation and come back and not use it at all, and that's great. You just put it in your pantry and you use it at home. However, if crap hits the fan, if something serious was to happen in your city where you're from, something like they detonate nuclear bomb, you're not going back unless you want to glow in the dark. So in that case, who knows what situation will be. I know it will be chaos if that happens. Just think about this. Even if only one nuke was exploded in any US city, the whole country would be in chaos. Of course, if they drop one, they're probably gonna drop more. But even one would do such a damage psychologically on everybody, that everybody would be just in chaotic frenzy, not knowing what to do, where to go. So needless to say, if you're going on vacation by your car, you need to have some food supply, and those 3 foods I mentioned, they're great for that kind of thing because they don't perish that easy. Your beef jerky, your trail mix, your tuna in the packages, it can be there for months, so it won't get spoiled. And at least case of water, or a couple of cases, water you'll always drink. Plus, if you're going by car, depending which state you're going to, but usually if you have concealed weapon permit, usually that permit is good for several states, or quite a few states. So depending where you're traveling to, chances are you can take your gun with you. And if you cannot take your gun with you, at least you can have pepper spray or bear spray. You know, if you travel by plane, I'm not sure, but I doubt they will let you on an airplane with a bear spray in your pocket. So traveling by the car offers you ability to bring with you lots of food and drinks. It allows you to most likely bring a firearm with you, some protection. In addition, if there is any kind of problems, car, even a small car, offers you some kind of shelter. It's probably not the most comfortable thing to sleep in the car, but if everything else fails, you are in your car. You're protected from the rain, from the cold. Even if in the worst case scenario you run out of gas, you're still protected from elements. So traveling by car, if you have SHTF in mind, is probably a better thing to do, in my opinion. Additionally, I encourage everybody, while time is good, get a passport. If you don't have a passport, you know, you don't need one if you just don't travel in the US. And those of you who travel outside of US already have one, but if you do not have one, get one, because if something was to happen, something crazy, an EMP or nuclear war, or some virus gets out of hand and gets crazy, chances are getting a passport then would be a lot more difficult. As it is, you cannot just go and get one. You know, there are special services when you can get one in 2 days, but or 3 days, something quick. You'll pay through the nose for that, but you can get it. But usually it takes a few weeks to get it. You know, if and when crap hits the fan, maybe you won't get it at all. And maybe things get that bad here. You never know. Hopefully not. But if they do, you'll want to go outside the country. You need a passport. You know, so definitely get a passport while you can. So also, if you're traveling by car, you must have, you know, additionally to your debit and credit cards, you should have some cash. You should never leave house with just your cards in your pocket. Again, credit cards, debit cards, if everything is working, if everything is functioning, great. But, you know, even if there is no EMP or nuclear war or anything super crazy, sometimes the lines are down for whatever reason. Therefore, you cannot use credit card. And you need to get gas or you want to eat. So gotta have cash. You know, I would say when you go on vacation, put at least $500 in cash in your car. Or whatever you can. You know, in my opinion, the more the better. You know, if you can have $1,000 on your person in your car, great. And same with the cash. You know, don't have all your cash in the same place. I would say whatever amount you carry with you, split it in two. Put half of it in your pocket and put the other half in your car. In case you step out of your car and your car gets stolen, you know, chances of that is very slim, but it can happen. I'm sure it happens. You won't lose all your cash. Same thing in case you're walking around the street and you get mugged and they take your wallet away, you'll still have some cash in your car. So split it in two, you know, take your wife's or your girlfriend's old purse, some little one, you know, and put your cash in there and some valuables and put it under the seat, you know, somewhere out of sight. I would not even put it under the seat. I would put it somewhere in the trunk where your spare tire is, you know, under the subfloor, you know, where your jack is. You know, chances are you won't need that cash often, but it is safer there. So, have cash, have food, have water on you. Definitely have a passport on you when you travel. You know, you do all those things. Oh, one more thing, must have. You know, if for whatever reason internet doesn't work, your phone doesn't work, you must have actual physical map. So get atlas. You know, less and less I see them in the stores. You know, maybe they will extinct eventually. You know, you never know. So get US Atlas. You might need it someday. You know, and definitely when you go on your travels, have atlas with you. And I would say those are the basics. You know, there's no end how you can prepare yourself, you know. But these are the basics to what to have, what to do when you're traveling, you know, by car. Of course, if you travel by airplane, if you travel overseas, it's a lot more difficult, and I think I'll make another video on that. But for now, I'll just say, if you travel overseas, also have map of the area you're going to, and definitely have small dictionary. You know, unless you travel into English-speaking country, you know, like United Kingdom or Australia. If you're traveling some other country, not everybody speaks English, so at least have a dictionary so you can communicate with people in a pinch, you know. Alright, gonna conclude this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please share this video if you find it interesting and useful, and please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next upload. Bye bye.